Hello children, this video class is an initiative of Shiv Jyoti Educational Group. I am Shravya Vyas and I welcome you all to my social science class. So children, today we shall be doing chapter 18 part 2, that is the second part of people who made a difference. In the previous class we had done religions and spiritual teachers, and we also learnt about social reformers, and in today's class we shall be doing kings and scientists. So before I proceed with part 2, we shall first revise what we did in part 1. So I request all of you to open your textbook page 119. So we shall now quickly summarize what we did in the previous class of the chapter 18, people who made a difference, and page number 119. So what we did first, we first talked about religions and spiritual leaders. We dealt with first Hinduism. Hinduism is one of the oldest religions in the world, and it began in India 3600 years ago. So many religious leaders had helped in spreading Hinduism and making people understand the various concepts of Hinduism, and some of the few important religious leaders of Hinduism are Adi Shankaracharya, Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati and Swami Vivekananda. So these are some of the important spiritual leaders of Hinduism, and though there are many holy books of Hinduism, some of the important books of the Hindus are Vedas, the Puranas, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata and the Bhagavad Gita. So these are some of the important holy books of Hinduism. We shall now come to Buddhism. Buddhism was founded based on the teachings of Gautama Buddha. He was a rich prince who left the comforts of his palace to understand the true meaning of life. And what did he teach? He taught equality of all human beings and kindness to all living beings. We shall now talk about Jainism. Jainism is believed to have been started by Lord Rishabdev, who was the first Tirthankara of Jainism or spiritual teacher, but it was during the time of Lord Vardhamana Mahavira that Jainism actually gained widespread acceptance, and Vardhaman Mahavira lived about the same time as Gautam Buddha. And what did he teach? He taught kindness to all living beings, and he urged people to live a simple life and follow the path of non-violence. Let us now come to Islam. Islam was founded on the basis of the teachings of Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad, he lived in Arabia about 1400 years ago. So during the time of Prophet Muhammad, the Arabs were fighting with each other a lot, and Prophet Muhammad brought the message of love, peace and brotherhood to the Arabs, and his teachings were spread throughout the world, including India, and followers of Islam are known as Muslims, and the holy book of Muslims is the Quran. Let us now talk about Christianity. Christianity was founded based on the teachings of Jesus Christ. Jesus was born in Bethlehem, which is a city in Palestine, 2000 years ago. He also taught to love God and all other people, and he emphasized the importance of forgiveness. The holy book of the Christians is the Bible, and Christianity was brought to India by Saint Thomas. Our next topic is Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is nothing but religion of the Parsis. So Zoroastrianism was founded based on the teachings of Zoroaster. Zoroaster, he lived in Iran about 2500 years ago, and he taught that our duty is to be good and fight evil, and the holy book of the Parsis is called Zend Avesta. Our next topic is Sikhism. Sikhism was founded based on the teachings of Guru Nanak Dev, and Guru Nanak Dev, he lived in Punjab about 500 years ago, and he taught that there is only one God and people worshipped him in different names and in different forms. And what is the holy book of the Sikhs called? The holy book of the Sikhs is called Guru Granth Sahib. We shall now come to social reformers. Who are social reformers? Social reformers are brave people who fought against evil practices in society and helped to improve society. So some of the social reformers that we are going to do in today's class are Kabir, Rajaram Mohan Roy and Ramabai Ranade. These are the three social reformers that we are going to talk about today. Kabir, he fought against social systems such as caste system and importance given to rituals by Hindu and Muslim priests. He used the medium of bhajans and dohas, that is poems, to spread his message of love and harmony. Our next social reformer is Rajaram Mohan Roy. He was born in Bengal about 250 years ago, and he fought against social evils such as child marriage, caste system and sati. Our next social reformer is Ramabai Ranade. She was a social reformer from the state of Maharashtra, and she worked to improve the condition of Indian women in the Indian society. So this is all what we did in the previous class, children. Today we shall continue with the second part of this chapter. Let us now start with today's topic, kings. Please open your textbook page 121. You will find the topic kings in page number 121. Okay. So under kings we shall talk about first Emperor Ashoka, second Krishna Devaraya and third Emperor Akbar. Let us now talk about Emperor Ashoka. Emperor Ashoka, he wanted to be a great conqueror. He wanted to be a great conqueror. He fought and won many battles. He fought and won many battles, and after winning the famous battle of Kalinga, he suddenly became very sad after seeing the plight of thousands of dead and injured soldiers. So when he looked around and saw thousands of injured and dead soldiers and the plight of their families, it melted his heart. He felt very sorrowful, and from that day onwards he decided that he shall never fight another war again. So from that day, that is after winning the battle of Kalinga and seeing the plight of the soldiers, he completely gave up war. He gave up war. That is, he decided that he would never fight another war again. Okay, so he soon became a follower of Gautama Buddha. He became a follower of Gautama Buddha, and he helped in spreading Buddha's message of non-violence, that is ahimsa. Emperor Ashoka and his successors, they helped in spreading Buddha's message of non-violence. Okay, he worked a lot for the welfare of the people. He worked a lot for the welfare of the people. That is, he used to build free hospitals. He used to build free hospitals, roads, dharamshalas and provide other facilities for the people. That is, he worked for the welfare of the people, like he used to build free hospitals, roads, dharamshalas, wells, tanks, etc. That is, he used to provide various facilities for the welfare of the people. Okay, and not just that, he came to be known as a kind and wise king. Emperor Ashoka came to be known as kind and wise king and was fondly called Ashoka the Great, and thus he got the name Ashoka the Great because of his kindness, wisdom and his greatness. Emperor Ashoka came to be known as Ashoka the Great. Our next king is Krishna Devaraya. Krishna Devaraya ruled in South India about 500 years ago. He ruled in South India about 500 years ago. During his reign, people had the freedom to choose any religion they wanted to follow. So people could follow any religion they wanted. People could follow any religion they wanted, and he encouraged artists, poets and writers during his reign. So during his reign, people could follow any religion they wanted, and he encouraged artists, poets and writers a lot during his reign. Our next king is Emperor Akbar. Okay, Emperor Akbar ruled India about 400 years ago. He respected all religions. He respected all religions. He paid great attention to the welfare of his people. And during his reign, he encouraged art, music and literature. And during his reign, he encouraged art, music and literature, and he is remembered as a great ruler. Our next topic is scientists. We just completed kings and we shall now come to the topic scientists. And under the topic scientists, we shall learn about the various well-developed sciences in ancient India. We shall learn about Aryabhatta, Varahamihira, Charaka and Sushruta, and we shall also talk about various modern scientists of India. So our topic is well-developed sciences in ancient India. Ancient India means the sciences in ancient India means the sciences that were developed since thousands of years ago. So in ancient India, the sciences that were very well developed were 1. Mathematics, 2. Astronomy, and 3. Medicine. Okay, so mathematics, astronomy and medicine, they were very well developed in ancient India. And what is astronomy, children? Astronomy is the study of planets, stars and various other heavenly bodies. So astronomy means study of stars, planets and other heavenly bodies. Study of planets, stars and other heavenly bodies. So mathematics, astronomy and medicine was very well developed in ancient India. The decimal system of numbers, the decimal system of numbers was first developed in India. That is, the decimal system of numbers was first developed in India, and the Ayurvedic system of medicine, Ayurvedic system of medicine was developed in India thousands of years ago. So decimal system of numbers and Ayurvedic system of medicine, popularly known as Ayurveda, these were the various sciences that were developed in ancient India, and it was India who brought these systems to the world. Let us now take a look at some of the various scientists of ancient India. That is, these scientists, because of their wisdom and deep understanding of various things, they were far ahead of the modern scientists that you find today. Some of the popular scientists of ancient India are Aryabhatta. He was a great mathematician and astronomer. Who is an astronomer, children? An astronomer is a person who studies stars, planets and other heavenly bodies. So Aryabhatta was a great mathematician and an astronomer. Varahamihira, he was also like Aryabhatta, a great astronomer. Charaka was a great physician, and Sushruta was a great surgeon. That is, in fact, in today's medicine, Sushruta is known as the father of surgery because he was one of the few people who brought surgery into our lives. Let us now take a look at some of the well-known Indian scientists in the modern world, that is in the recent years. Okay, so some of the well-known Indian scientists in the modern world are S. Ramanujan, J.C. Bose, C.V. Raman, Homi Bhabha, Vikram Sarabhai, S. Chandrasekhar and APJ Abdul Kalam. So these were some of the well-known Indian scientists in the modern world. So children, this concludes the explanation part of this chapter. We shall now proceed to the bookwork and copywork of this chapter. So let us now start with the bookwork in page number 123. I repeat, 1, 2, 3, 123. Okay. Now let's start with exercise A, match the columns. Question 1, Battle of Kalinga. It was fought by Emperor Ashoka. So just beside B, Emperor Ashoka, I want you to write number 1. Now come to 2 dohas. Okay. Kabir was the one who spread his message through dohas. So beside E Kabir, I want you to write 2. Question 3, fought against the practice of sati. Who fought against the practice of sati? It was D. Raja Ram Mohan Roy who fought against the practice of sati. So beside D. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, I want you to write 3. Question 4, Zend Avesta. Zend Avesta is the holy book of the past Parsis. So beside C, Parsis, put number 4. And question 5, Quran. Quran is the holy book of Muslims. So beside A, Muslims, I want you to write number 5. Let's now come to exercise B. Name the founders of the following religions. Your first question is Jainism. Lord Rishabdev was the founder of Jainism. So write Rishabdev just beside Jainism. Now comes Sikhism. Guru Nanak Dev was the founder of Sikhism. Question 3, Islam. Prophet Muhammad was the founder of Islam. And question 4, Christianity. Jesus Christ was the founder of Christianity. Question 5, Buddhism. Gautama Buddha was the founder of Buddhism. Question 6, Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is also called Parsism, and Zoroaster was the founder of Parsism or Zoroastrianism. Let us now come to multiple choice questions in page 124. Question 1. Who among these was a spiritual teacher? Your options are A. Gautama Buddha, B. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, C. J.C. Bose, and D. Aryabhatta. The question is spiritual teacher. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a social reformer. J.C. Bose and Aryabhatta, they were scientists, and it was A. Gautama Buddha who was a spiritual teacher. So put a tick in A. Gautama Buddha. Question 2. Which of these is a holy book? A. Zend-Avesta, B. Gita, C. Quran, and D. all of these. Since all the 3 books are holy books, we shall put a tick in option D. Question 3. A social reformer. Your options are A. Teaches about a religion, B. Works for the growth of arts and science, C. Works to change the evils in society, and D. Works for peace. And your correct option is C, because a social reformer are brave people who works to change the evils in society. Question 4. Which social reformer gave his messages in the form of dohas? Your options are A. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, B. Kabir, C. Ramabai Ranade, and D. all of these. So among these options, it was Kabir who gave his message in the form of dohas. So I want you to put a tick under B. Kabir. Question 5. So the correct answer is B. Kabir. Now comes the 5th question. Which famous king gave up war and became a follower of Buddha? Your options are A. Ashoka, B. Akbar, C. Krishnadeva, D. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. And the correct option is A. Ashoka, because it was Emperor Ashoka who gave up war and followed the path of Buddhism. So this concludes the book work, children. Let us now start with the copy work. Let's start with copy work. We shall first start with the definitions. Your first definition is a reformer. Who's a reformer? A person who works to improve something is a reformer. Question 2. Astronomy. The study of stars, planets, and other heavenly bodies. Now let's come to answer the following questions. Question 1. Who is called a social reformer? Answer. A person who fights against evil practices to improve society, such as dowry, sati, caste system, etc. is called a social reformer. Question 2. What evils of society did Kabir fight against? Answer. Kabir fought against the caste system and the importance given to rituals by Hindu and Muslim priests. Question 3. What was the condition in Arabia at the time of Prophet Muhammad? How did he try to improve it? Answer. During the time of Prophet Muhammad, the Arabs in Arabia were fighting with each other. He tried to improve their condition by giving them the message of love, peace and brotherhood. Question number 4. Who founded Christianity? What were his teachings? Answer. Christianity was founded by Jesus Christ. He taught people to love God and all other people and emphasized the importance of forgiveness. Now let's come to question 5. Why did Emperor Ashoka give up wars? Answer. After the Kalinga war, Emperor Ashoka was very sad to see thousands of dead and injured soldiers. This affected him so much that he decided to give up wars. Now comes the final question. Question 6. Why is Akbar remembered as a great ruler? Answer. Akbar is remembered as a great ruler because he respected all religions. He worked for the welfare of the people. He encouraged art, music and literature. So children, this concludes the explanation of part 2, the bookwork and copywork of chapter 18, People Who Made a Difference. I hope you understood the chapter clearly, children. We shall meet again in the next class. Till then, take care and God bless you.